day out of how important cycle is and how truly touched by the mission our participants are. If you came out today as a co-worker, as a friend, or because somebody asked you, you have touched the lives of so many people, not just who are served by Memorial Sloan Kettering, but people who are touched by rare cancers around the world. Thank you so much. We could not have made this possible today without Jody Blum and her entire amazing team at
Just 3 hours? Just 3 more hours than I've done since 1986. But on behalf of Equinox, we're pleased to offer you a year of free membership. Just a couple of quick things. What a tremendous day for Equinox. I just want to take a moment and if we could all give ourselves a round of applause. You guys are unbelievable. Exciting things about today, but I think when I think about it, coming together of all of our members, our teams, and especially the team at Memorial Sloan Kettering, which is a tremendous institution, to really form a special community, really one that shares a common purpose, and that's to help the good of humanity, and there really is nothing more important than that. So one more round of applause for you. Take a moment to thank the Equinox family, the staff, the volunteers, the participants, and our fantastic cycling instructors.
Yeah!
And last but certainly not least, I wanted to thank Jen for coming out this way. Not only are you a tremendously special person, but you're a special part of the Equinox family, and as long as there's a fight to fight, you'll always have a partner in Equinox.
Christian?
What's up?
Announce.
Yep. All right. Well, right here we have a couple of you guys are all very, very important here today. But right now we'd like to introduce to you the founders of the feast. The reason that MSKCC Cycle for Survival is here today. Get up for Jennifer Goodman, Lynn, and Dave Goodman, the founders of Cycle for Survival. And they're here to talk about
This is awesome, guys. This is so exciting. For those of you who don't know a little bit about the origins of Cycle for Survival, this idea was developed 4 years ago when I was in remission for the first time. You can see the back of my shirt, Gen 6, Cancer 0. I've beaten this beast 6 times. But it started as just an idea. I really enjoyed spinning when I got sick. I found it very cathartic, and it was my way of fighting the disease. And some days I could only do 10 minutes, and some days I could do an hour. But I could never lose in the studio, because it was me against myself, and every hill, I recognized as a battle or an obstacle with my disease. And I became great friends with my instructors at Equinox, and we said, oh, let's do something. And year one, just 4 years ago, was 50 bikes in a studio just like this in New York. And 3 weeks ago, we were in New York with over 600 teams. Chicago, we had 200 teams, Long Island 100, and it's so exciting to see what's possible when we put our minds to something, and to see just 50 teams of people here and what guys have done is so exciting. I say to everyone, if everyone had a good time and they bring one more person back next year, we can double it. People want to do that? Yeah! Before we get into the fun part and the money, I just want to share a little bit about how important what you're doing is. To date, we've been able to fund over 13 clinical trials for rare cancers. And I think what's interesting is when I was diagnosed and Dave and I started to do some research, we found out that rare cancers are often a lot more common than you think. These are cancers like leukemia, lymphoma, melanoma, sarcoma, pancreatic cancer, brain cancer, ovarian cancer, testicular cancer, sarcoma. All of us know people who've been touched by those cancers. However, because alone they don't have a lot of power, the pharmaceutical companies aren't investing in drugs for them. So what we're doing is we're encouraging research to create new options for people. And as someone personally who's been on over 10 chemotherapy treatments myself, I am so aware of the power of just finding one more option. And I represent millions of people here who deal with that same issue. I say it's hard enough to be told you have cancer, but when you're told you have a rare cancer and they don't know what they can do for you, it's terrifying. So the money that you guys have created, 100% goes right into research. And I have to say, in some cases, the thing that I'm most proud of is, in some cases, we've been able to condense the amount of time that a new treatment is developed and given to patients from 4 to 5 years to 18 months. So for someone who realizes how every day matters, that is making a tremendous difference in the lives of all of us and our loved ones who've dealt with this disease. So it's so great what you're doing, and Memorial Sloan Kettering works with hospitals and doctors around the country. And so we met people in Chicago and Long Island and here that are actually benefiting from the trials that we've created. So please know that what you're doing is helping people around the country and around the world. So give yourselves a hand. So now it's the fun part where we present the money. So I want anyone who's been touched by cancer, a patient, a caregiver, please come on up here. This is from all of us. It's not just from us. It's you guys are the ones who made it happen, so please come on up here. Christian. I know there are more of you. I'm not going to call you out. What's exciting is I know we gave you guys a challenge to try and beat New York in year 1, and you guys did. To see 50 teams raise over $200,000. Congratulations. When we started this event 4 years ago, I remember Dave actually got an email that I sent in those days, and it was to a few friends, and I said, I think if we pull this off, we could raise $10,000. Well, I'm happy to say that today, this check is actually outdated because you guys have been raising so much money. We're presenting a check for $4.6 million. It doesn't sit in a pot and just wait around. So you guys will be getting an email in the next few months that will tell you specifically how the money that you raised today, where it's going and what it's doing, and how it's helping millions of people. So look forward to that email. Thank you guys so much. Please be here next year. Yeah. Bigger and better. And thank you for everything you've done.